Today, I'm showing you 12 amazing iPhone apps that will completely change the way you use your iPhone. Most of these are totally free, and even the ones with paid upgrades, you can still get a ton of value without spending a dime. These aren't just nice to have apps, they're the kind of tools that actually make your life easier, more productive, or just more fun. So grab your iPhone and let's dive right into this. So the first app I've actually been using a ton lately is the Blackmagic Camera app. This thing is basically like putting a full-blown cinema camera into your iPhone, and it's completely free. If you're someone who shoots content with your phone, this is the closest thing you'll get to that pro level control without carrying around a whole rig. You've got manual control over literally everything: shutter speed, ISO, white balance, frame rate, focus, audio levels, the whole deal. And what's cool is that it feels like using an actual Blackmagic Cinema Camera UI. Super intuitive once you get the hang of it. Now, this is the main interface. It's clean and everything's right where you need it. Over here, you've got ISO, shutter speed, white balance, all adjustable in real time. You can control your lens, resolution, and choose your codec, including ProRes and H.264. Swipe over and you'll get full project settings like aspect ratio guides, frame rates, color profiles, and even LUT support. One thing that I love, everything you shoot is saved inside the app, not on your iPhone's main camera roll. That means no cluttering up your iCloud or your Photos app. It keeps your camera roll clean and your footage organized, especially helpful if you're filming a lot. Alright, app number 2 is for my gym people. It's called HEVY. This one's for tracking your workouts, and I know there are a million fitness apps out there, but HEVY is honestly the cleanest and easiest one I've used. What I like is that it doesn't just throw data at you, it actually helps you see your progress. You can log your workouts, build routines, track volume, and even see personal bests over time. It's like having a gym notebook, but way smarter. Here's what it looks like when you open it up. First, you've got your workout dashboard. You can start a session, pick your saved routines, or build a new one on the fly. Each set you log tracks the weight, reps, and rest time. It also gives you these nice graphs showing your volume over time. There's a history tab that shows what you did on each day, and you can easily clone past workouts if you're repeating a split. I also like that HEVY doesn't feel bloated. There's no weird upsell pressure ads popping up mid-set. And if you're a visual person, the little progress charts and stat breakdowns are super motivating. App number 3 is for all my overthinkers, idea hoarders, and aesthetic savers. It's called Mymind. This is basically like a private visual second brain for all the stuff you want to remember, save, or come back to, but without the clutter of folders, tags, or organization stress. You just save whatever you want: links, images, quotes, articles, even your own thoughts, and it all gets stored in this really clean, beautifully minimal interface. And this is where it gets cool. Thanks to the auto tagging, everything is organized without you doing anything. When you want to find something, just search a keyword up top like desk setup, leather, or video ideas, and all your relevant stuff instantly pops up. It's like a search engine for your own brain. I've been using it to save future content ideas, product aesthetics, even quotes or little thoughts that hit me midday. App number 4 is called Not Boring Weather, and honestly, the name says it all. This is the weather app I didn't know I needed. Like, I used to check the weather in the stock app or on my widgets, but this makes it actually fun. It's super minimal, super aesthetic, and it has these really cool 3D animations and haptics that just make the whole experience feel satisfying. You're literally feeling the weather through your phone. When it's sunny, the ad greets you with bright, feel-good animations. When it's raining, you'll get these soft, soothing raindrops that somehow make bad weather feel kind of peaceful. It's one of those rare apps that makes a boring task feel weirdly enjoyable. And if you're into aesthetics, there's a $15 per year upgrade that unlocks extra themes, plus a matching timer and calculator that look just as good. App number 5 is called Habits. And yes, it's a habit tracker, but it's actually one of the few that's helped me stay consistent without completely overwhelming me. Most of us think of habit trackers for building good routines like drinking more water, going to the gym, or stretching in the morning. And this app is great for that. But what I love even more is that it also works just as well for breaking bad habits. For example, I've got a habit in here called screen time on socials, and I set an hour a day limit for myself. It's not just about cutting back, it's about being aware of how much time I'm spending scrolling. This way I can track it, hold myself accountable, and actually see if I'm sticking to it. And that's what I love about this app. It flips the idea of breaking a bad habit into something positive. Instead of just focusing on what you're trying to avoid, you're tracking the intentional choices you're making. It's progress you can actually see, and that makes all the difference. It's clean, super minimal. You've got your daily habits laid out in a grid. You can customize each one with a name, icon, color, and set how many days per week you want to do it. There's no endless menus or friction. Just tap to complete, and it gives you a nice little visual reward. You can set positive habits like morning journal or go for a walk, or reverse it for bad habits like no Uber Eats today or didn't check socials in bed. It's honestly flexible enough for whatever you want to work on. All right, this one's for all of you who will always find themselves on a plane. Flighty is about to become your favorite travel app. Think of it like having a personal assistant for your flights. It keeps you constantly updated, delays, gate changes, live tracking, and even where your plane is coming from before it arrives. Now, here's where it gets really clever. Flighty can actually predict delays before the airline even announces them. It pulls in live aviation data, uses machine learning, and more often than not, it's right. And if you got a connecting flight, Flighty will send you gate change notifications while you're still in the air. It's wild. The free version is honestly great and gives you most of what you need. But if you travel frequently, the paid version unlocks some next level features like advanced delay predictions, detailed trip summaries, live arrival traction, and a full log of your past flights. So whether you're a frequent flyer, a digital nomad, or just someone who lives in airport terminals, this is one app that makes flying feel way more in control. Now, this one is definitely one of my favorite apps. If you're anything like me and still obsessed over classic retro games, Delta is gonna hit you right in the nostalgia. It brings your childhood favorites like Mega Man, Super Mario, Zelda right into your phone. It's basically a little time machine in your pocket. Delta supports a bunch of classic consoles too, at NES, SNES, Game Boy, even Nintendo 64. And the performance, I tested a handful of games and it ran buttery smooth. No lag, no weird glitches, just good old-fashioned fun. Now, quick heads up. Emulators live in a bit of a legal gray area. You'll need to get your ROMs legally, which can be a bit of a process. And I wouldn't recommend trying to run DS games. The dual screen layout just doesn't translate well to a phone screen. Trust me, it's weird. But if you're into retro gaming and want to relive your childhood memories or your childhood trauma, depending on what games raised you, Delta is 100% worth the download. If you post on Instagram consistently, especially stories, 2 Stories is one of those apps that quality becomes essential. It streamlines the entire process of sharing content to your story in a way that actually saves you time and makes everything look better. Photos, videos, YouTube links, tweets, whatever it is, this app lets you share directly to your stories in just a few taps. No more screenshotting, cropping, or fighting with Instagram's clunky resizing tools. I didn't realize how much time I was wasting before this. One of my favorite features is the auto collage tool. You can pick up to 6 photos and the app instantly lays them out in a clean, scroll stopping format. No design skills needed. And if you're promoting YouTube videos, it's even better. It'll auto-generate a story preview with your video's thumbnail, title, and channel name. So instead of a random cropped image, you get something that actually looks intentional and clickable. Now, the downside I found is that while the app is super fast and simple, it's also very focused. So if you're looking for more design control or custom layouts, you might find it a little limited. But if speed and clean execution are what you care about, 2 Stories gets the job done, and it does it well. Widgey isn't just a widget customization app, it's a full-on design playground for your iPhone. It gives you complete control to create widgets exactly how you want them, and down to the tiniest detail. You can customize everything: colors, fonts, layouts, even add animations. It's hands down one of the most flexible apps out there when it comes to making your home screen look and feel uniquely yours. What I personally love about Widgey is how it pulls data from multiple sources. So instead of just a weather widget or just a calendar, you can build a single widget that shows your calendar, weather, fitness stats, stocks, all in one place. It's super powerful. Now, if designing widgets from scratch sounds a little intimidating, don't worry. There's a massive online community that shares pre-built designs, so you can just download something you like and tweak it to fit your vibe. The one thing I'll say though, Widgey can get a bit overwhelming if you dive into advanced stuff right away. There are a lot of options, but once you get the hang of it, it's generally rewarding. Alright, this was for anyone who's constantly copying and pasting stuff between apps. Text, links, images, you name it. One Tap is hands down the best app I found for making that whole process way smoother. Think of it like a supercharged clipboard manager, but with way more functionality. You could create shortcuts for anything, like your most used phrases, links you always share, files, even images. And they're all just one tap away, hence the name. It's a massive time saver, especially if you're someone like me who's constantly posting, replying, or sharing content across multiple platforms. This is one of those apps I seriously wish I found sooner. It's called YUKA, and if you ever looked at the back of a food label or skincare product and thought, what even is this? This app is going to blow your mind. Here's how it works. You just open the app, scan the barcode of any food or cosmetic product, let's say this moisturizer, and YUKA instantly pulls out the product along with the health score. It breaks down the ingredients one by one, flags anything potentially harmful, and actually tells you why it's a concern. What I love most is that YUKA doesn't just scare you, it also recommends better alternatives that are healthier or more natural without any brand bias. So it's super helpful if you're trying to clean up your lifestyle without getting overwhelmed. Now, that said, take the ratings with a grain of salt. It's easy to fall into a rabbit hole of scanning everything you own and panicking, but it's best used as a helpful guide, not gospel. Next up is an app that might just save your sanity, and definitely your screen time. It's called 1sec, and honestly, I wish I had started using it way sooner. Here's the deal. This free little app is designed to help you stop the mindless automatic scrolling we all fall into, especially with social media. So let's say I go to open Instagram. Before it actually launches, 1sec intercepts it. The screen fades out. It tells me to pause, take a breath, and then it asks, do you really want to open this app? And that's when I realized I've tried to open Instagram a number of times in the last 24 hours. It's like a soft digital slap in the face, and honestly, it works. That tiny pause gives your brain just enough time to go, yeah, maybe I don't actually want to open this right now. Maybe I'll go do something else in my life, like touch grass or read or literally anything more fulfilling. That 1 second of hesitation adds hours back into your week that you would have otherwise spent doom scrolling. Alright, those were 12 free iPhone apps that aren't just cool, they're actually game changers. I'm curious though, which one are you downloading first, or better yet, is there an app you can't live without that I didn't cover? Drop it in the comments. I'm always adding to my collection. If this video saved you some time, sparked some ideas, or just gave your iPhone a glow up, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next drop. App tips, iPhone tricks, and clean tech recommendations, it's all coming. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.